I think we have just some part of GL is still to be done today. So today we'll just do the reversal. So for example, as we know that if we have posted any entry, so we cannot make the changes in that entry. So what we can do? We can do the reversal. So here we have the transaction code FB08 to do the reversal in the system. So here we'll just see there are two types of reversal, individual and mass reversal. So if any single entry needs to be reversed, so we can use a individual reversal, whereas for the multiple document we can go for the mass reversal. So here we have FB08 through which we can do the reversal. FB08, and here you need to just put the document number which you want to reverse. For example, I want to reverse document number 7, company code is Ericsson, and fiscal year is 2016. Now here we have to put the reason why we want to reverse the document. So just press F4 option and select the reason. You can also create your own reason. So how to create our own reason, so that we will also see. So first we just enter any reason. For example, we have given the reason incorrect business area or incorrect date. Now here it will just display you the present document, how it look like. Document number 7 doesn't exist, so try for document number 4. Sorry, actually I have just entered the year as 2016. So here we have document number deleted, so just try for 7. So here you can just see this is the document we have, where it is saying that your salaries are being your salary GL is debited and cash GL is credited. How I have come to know? Because we have 40/50 and we have here the amount coming for the debit positive and for the credit it is coming negative. Now if we do the reversal, so this line item will remain same. So again the system will just show us the salaries, first line item as salaries and second as cash. So how the reversal will be done? So these posting keys will be interchanged. So in case of 40 you will find 50 and 50 you will find 40. And here also in the amount the negative will come for the first line item and positive will come for the second line item. So this is how the reversal will be done. So to just check it, we will just go back and do the reversal. So here just save the, just click on save option. So automatically the reversal will be done, and we can also see the document we have received. So we have received the document number 21. So this is the reverse document number. So to display this reverse document number, so what we can do, we can just use FB03 and enter the document number if it is already given. So we can just press enter button. So here you can just see system is just showing you the line item as salary and cash, but here this time for the first line item we have 50 posting key, which means credit, and we have 40 for cash, which means debit. And here we can also see the amount is coming as negative for the first line item, whereas the first line item is having the negative amount, whereas second is having the positive amount. Now this is how we can just do the reversal. Then it is saying that how we can do the reversal of reversal. For example, this entry was not supposed to be reversed, but we have reversed it wrongly. So we have the option to do the reversal of reversal. So for that, what we need to do, we need to just remember the document number we have received for the reverse document number. So here for the reversed entry, so here we can just see we got the reverse document number as 21, so that we can just use. So here we can just go to the F-02 and just click on post with the reference. So the document number 21 we will enter here, and then generate reverse posting. Select generate reverse posting, keep pressing the enter button until unless we have the document overview. So this is the document overview, where we can just see the document system is just showing you as where the salaries GL is debited and cash is credited with the posting fee 40/50 and amount again having like the amount is coming as positive for the first line item and negative for the second line item. So just click on save option. Again you will get the document number 22. So this is got the this is how we have just got the reversal of reversal done. So if you want to just see this document number, again we can just go to FB03, just go for document number 22. So this is how the system will just show you the document number. Reversal of reversal is done. Now after this, it is saying that if you want to go for the so we have a transaction code F.80 through which we can just do the mass reversal. So here just go for the transaction code F.80 to do the mass reversal. So we have to just give the company code. So let's suppose the company code is Ericsson and I want to reverse document number from 10 to 15 for my fiscal year 2016 and then click on execute button. Click on execute button. So here the system will just show you document number 10, 11, 12, 13 and so on and so forth. So these are the documents we can just reverse. To reverse the document, what you can do, you can just click on this reverse document number or you can just go back and this is the test run. You can just remove the test run and then directly click on execute button. So the system will just give you the new document numbers for the existing documents we have. So for example, we have 10 document number. Its new corresponding document is 23 and same for the 11 it is 24 and so on so forth. Right. So this is how we can do the mass reversal in a single shot. We can just reverse multiple documents. Then it is saying that we have the accrual and deferral. Now what do you mean by the accrual and deferral? Actually in the month and in every month we have those expenses which we need to just record in this month, but the payment we will be doing next month. The payment will be done in the next month, but we can just record those expenses this month because these are these expenses we have incurred this month. The payment we will be doing next month. So if there are some expenses which we have incurred this month, but the payment need to be done in the next month. So for those expenses, we will have some liability. So we have to just pay those expenses. So this will become our liability. So we'll just put it on the liability side. And when the next month will come, so we'll just reverse these entries so that the liability can be reduced with that particular amount and we can just do the actual posting. So here whenever you just come across the accrual and deferral, so there are two things we have in the system. So one is the there are two aspects we have in the so first is the service aspect. Second is the payment aspect. Now, for example, if you have the service aspect, it means that it has performed. If we just talk about accrual, now the service aspect has performed, but the payment aspect has not performed. So for example, we have the current month as October, and the last month we have, let it be September. So we have we have taken the services from the employees in the month of September, but we have paid them in the month of October. So the expense pertaining to September we have to record, but the payment is yet to be done. So this we will just record as a accrual. So under the accrual you will have your outstanding payments, bills, and for this you will just create a outstanding expense account that will be treated as a liability, and liability that will come on the liability side, and whenever we will just do the actual entry, we'll do the actual payment for these expenses, so we'll just reverse this entry. So this is how we just trade with the accrual. Now the same way we'll just deal with the uh, deferrals also. So here we have, let's suppose, the deferrals. Now in the case of deferrals, we have again these two aspects. Again we have the payment and service aspect. So here, let's suppose in this case the service aspect has not performed, but the payment aspect has performed. Payment aspect has performed. So it means that for example, again we just take the September month. So those expenses which 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 we need to just pay in the month of October, so that we have paid already in the month of September. So, so here we have just paid the expenses, or payment has been done, but services are yet to be received, material is yet to be received. Now, these entries we will just record as a deferral, and when these will be next month, we will be just receiving the material, or we will be receiving the services. So this entry will be reversed, and we can just actual posting can be done. Now here it is saying that for these expenses, so how we will just go, or for the accrual and deferral. So here we have also one PPT where it is given that how a normal entry is done in the accounting and a adjustment is done in the SAP. So here you can just see we have two scenarios, non-SAP and SAP scenario. Under the non-SAP scenario, if any expense we have accrued last month and the payment is to be done this month, so the last month the entry would be, let's suppose, the 30th April we have recorded a entry. It is rent to outstanding, and this month if we are just paying, or the next month May we are just paying, it would be outstanding cash. But here it is saying that in the SAP what we will do, we have the first entry saying the next month when we are just paying the entry, so that reverse that the entry which we have done last month, so that we will just reverse. So in the system, how you will find that these are the entries which you need to reverse. So those entry system will just manage as a open item. System will just manage as a pending item. So if any item will be shown as a open item, so we can just reverse that, and that accrual will be adjusted. So here how we'll do it. So for this we'll just create a outstanding expense account, and it can be created under, since we have just discussed that it would be part of the liability, so we'll just take it under the current liability. So for the current liability, it is saying that you can just go for the account group current liability, where we are just following the range as 105. Just a minute. So here we have OBD4. So for our chart of account, Ericsson, it is CAER. So we have one of the account group as current liability, and the range is 100, 500 to 599. So we can just take the next number 105, 10510 or 10501 for the creation of GL master record for the outstanding expense account. So here we can just go to the FS00 GL master record and create this GL. So here we can just go to, FS00. Now this time when we are just creating the GL, so what we'll find, or what we will do, we'll just create the GL as a open item management, or we'll just activate the open item management. So here the GL number we just want to give as 105, it is 10501. Company code is Ericsson. Click on new entry, and account group is account group is current liability, then type we will just give as balance sheet because this is our liability, then this is the outstanding expense account, outstanding expense account, then go to the control data. So here select the balance in the local currency, select the line item display. Now along with the line item display we will also select the open item management. What is the relevance of the open item management? So until unless we will just pay this and we will just do the adjustment, so system will just keep this entry as open item. So we will also see the impact. Now here the sort key would be again 001, that is posting date, and go to the field status group and select the field status group as G001, that is journal. So just click on save option. Now here it is saying that in the practice material it is saying that just enter a entry, and before that you need to just create a reversal reason. So for creation of the reversal reason, what we need to do, we need to again follow a path. It is SPRO, then go to the financial accounting, GL accounting, business transaction. Just a minute. Okay, so just go to the business transaction, then go to the adjustments and reversal, adjustment posting slash reversal, and here you can just see define reason. So just click on define reason. So here the system will display you the existing reason we have already in the system, and there is also a option to add the reason. So for the addition, for the new reason, we can just click on the new entry. There are already 19 reasons available, reversal reason. If you want to add the new one, just click on new entry, and if you want to give the code for that reason, so let it be ER, and this is the accrual reversal reason for the company code Ericsson. Now here you can just select these two checkboxes, negative posting and alternative posting date. So this is for the negative reversal and positive reversal. So just for standard reversal we have. So just click on save option so that this reversal reason uh, should be accepted by a system for both the types of reversals we have, negative and standard. Then we have to post a accrual entry. So for the posting of accrual entry we use a T code. It is FBS1. If you want to go through the path is also given. So one thing you need to just notice that when your path will be starting with accounting, it means that it is the end user activity, and when your path is starting with financial accounting, it means that is the area which or that is the particular configuration or the particular area on which the consultant needs to focus. Okay, so that will come under the consultant preview, and the accounting will come under the end user. Now here, since it is the accounting, so we need to just enter a accrual entry. So we will just go for the transaction code FBS1. FBS1. Now what you will find? You will find that at the time of entering the accrual, so system will just ask for the reversal reason and date at the time of entering the accrual entry only, so that when we are just going for the reversal, so that when we are just going for the reversal, system can just reverse the entry without asking for the reversal reason. So this is the reason we have to, or also system knows that this is the entry which will be reversed next month or any time, for which we will also provide the date. So that is the reason at the time of recording this entry, the system will ask for the reversal. Now here let's suppose the date is 30th September, and for this entry, so what is the entry? So we will be recording the entry. So the document type is SA, company code is Ericsson, and then currency USD. So here the system is by default, system has just taken the reversal region 07 that we have just taken last time. If you want to change the region, press F4 option. You can just change the region as RE, which we have created for for your company. So this is the accrual reversal region you have created. So just select ER. Then when you want to reverse it, so I want to reverse this today, that is 20th September 2016. Then what entry you want to enter as a accrual? So let it be expense. So any type of expense we can just consider. Let it be rent. So here it is saying that you are doing this entry in the previous month. So just press enter button. Now we will have the amount as 99,000. Then the business area, let it be Ericsson, and here the value date will be 30th of September, being now this time being this is the rental, not paid, but it would be accrue. So here this time we will not enter cash account. So this time we will be entering the outstanding expense account which we have created, that is 100,501. Now put the amount as asterisk. Business area again it is Ericsson, and date as 30th September. Then put the plus sign for the text so that we can just copy the text. So this is the entry we are just going to enter in the system as a accrual entry. So just click on post button, and after this we can just find out the status for this entry. So here it is asking to go to the FBL3N transaction code. So what is this transaction code? Why we use it? So this transaction code we use to display the GL line item. So here if you want to see the GL line item, you can just go for this transaction code FBL3N, press enter button. So you have to just give the reason, you have to just provide the GL. So for which GL you want to see the line item. So just click on execute button. So here you can just see the status for this line item is coming as open. How I have come to know that this is coming as open? So you can just see it is coming in the red sign. And also if you just go back, so there is a radio button on the open. So there is also a radio button for the cleared item. So and all item. So all item will have both the item open as well as clear. So if you just click on all, again the system will just show you the single item that is open. Now if let's suppose you have paid the expense for this outstanding expense account, and still it is existing, it is showing as a open item or outstanding item, or it is still part of your liability. So you will just reverse such documents. So for that we will again do the reversal. So for the reversal of your accrual entry, we will use transaction code F.81, through which the entry will be reversed, your liability will be decreased with that particular amount. So here we can just go for F.81 transaction code, and this time we will be doing the reversal of accrual document. So we have to just give the reason, we have to just give the company code and the document number, let it be 1 to all. So system will just find the open items and automatically just do the reversal for those open items. Then click on execute button. So the system will not directly reverse the entries. So here it will be done under the test run. So you can just check the entry, and if all the things are okay, so we can just go for the posting, or we can just go for the reversal. So just click on execute button. So here the system will just show you one entry as a accrual, and here you can just click on reverse button. Automatically that will be reversed by a system. But if you want to just go back and remove the test run, so this is how the reversal can also be done. Now once this reversal will be done, again we need to just go to the FBL3N where we can just display the line item Now this time what we will find the status of that line item will be changed by the system. So what would be that status? So here we will just see the system would have cleared that line item. Why? Because we have reversed it. So here for this again this GL, if you want to see all the line item and then click on execute button, so the system will just start showing you that line item with the green button because it got cleared. Now with which document it got cleared? It got cleared with the document number 30. So that is the reason system has just given you the clearing document number 3030 for both the line items. So this is how we can just treat the accrual and deferral in the system. So with this we have just completed the GL accounting. Now we'll cover the theory part of the account payable. So before starting the account payable theory, if you have any thing to just discuss on the GL, just let me know. Okay, fine. So we can just go for the account payable accounting. Now first we'll just focus on the theory, then we'll just go for the practical. So here I have already sent you the material for payable and receivable, but first we'll just focus on the payable. So what are the things we are going to cover in the account payable? So we'll just see. So here we have a PPT FIAP or account payable. Now actually this module we will be using for our vendors. Now who would be your vendor? Who would be giving you these goods or services? So how to maintain their record in the system, how to maintain or record their transaction in the system, how to post the entries and all that stuff. So that will be, for that we will have the account payable module. So here it is saying that under it we will just go for the creation of the or maintenance of the master record, master data. Maintenance we will see, then invoice processing, we will post the invoice, and then payment will be done, disbursement will be done, account analysis. After the payment we will do the account analysis, reconciliation will be done, periodic processing. So periodic processing means monthly activities we will have, so that we will also see. Then a reporting. So at the end we will just generate the report and present it to the management, so that we will also do. So start with the master data creation. So first of all, we need to know whenever we want to create any GL master data, any master data we will be creating in the GL. So how many segments we will have for that master data, or that master data will be created at how many level. So for that we will have three segments. So if you remember, the GL master data can be created at two levels. So Moses, can you just tell me how many like two levels we have? So what are these levels, or what are the segments, two segments where we can just set up the GL master data? Manasa, can you just tell me the segment at which we can just create the GL master data?
No idea, Jitesh.
Actually, we have done in the master data. Just a minute, I just show you. Whenever we just create or maintain the master data, here I'll just show you FS00. So you just pick any GL. For example, we have just taken this GL 10501 for that matter. So here the information which we maintain for this GL. So this is maintained at which level? At two level. One is the chart of account level and second is the company code level, where you can just see that. So you can just see this is the control at which level? At a chart of account level. And for the second, you can just go to the next tab. So here we have the control at a company code level. So it will also have the information for the bank interest information, tab information. So whenever you just come across any GL master record, you will find two segments, and these are chart of account segment and company code segment. Now likewise, if we are talking about the account, if we are just talking about the vendor master record, so this time we will have three segments. What are these three segments? One would be the general data, then company code data, and purchasing data. So here it is saying that the general data will have the information for your vendor, his name, address, contact number, and so on and so forth. Whereas in the company code data, you will be maintaining his reconciliation account, terms of payment, then some other things can also be done, like to this that particular vendor, how you will be doing the payment. So you will be doing the payment in cash, in a through some check, or the transfer, or some wire transfer. So how you are going to pay that vendor, so that method you will be assigning at which level, at a company code data level. That is the second level. Then it is saying that we have the third segment, that is the purchasing data. So here it is saying that this is the third level we have, and this segment is maintained by the purchase department of the company. So here the information for this segment will be maintained by whom? So it will be maintained by the end user, that would be coming from the MM side, and from the MM consultant. If anything needs to be done, so that will be done by the MM consultant. So where the MM consultant needs to see, or needs to enter the PO currency. So PO currency means purchase organization currency. Then Incoterm means international commercial term. So how will be just receiving the material? What are the international commercial terms? Then we have we have the option for this master data, that we can just change it, we can block it, and we can delete it. Then it is saying that before creating the master data, that is the vendor master data, we will create the vendor account group. We'll create the vendor account group. Now what do you mean by the vendor account group? Actually, vendor account group, so like you have just created the GL account group, similar type of GL you have grouped together, and that is called the GL account group. Likewise, if you have the multiple vendor, so there are vendor who are just giving you the similar services, or giving you the similar material. You want to group them, so you can just create a account group. So for example, we have the vendor account group with the name raw material vendor, then expense vendor, then online, then your IT vendor, then and then your vendor for the one time. Now what do you mean by the one time vendor? So that we will also see. Here it is just showing you the information further we will have under these three segments. So we can just go for, we may be asked for the address control and payment transaction under general data, and likewise for the company code data we may also ask for the account management, payment transaction, correspondence. So under these bullet point, or under these option, account management, payment transaction, further you will be given the fields for in which you need to just maintain the entry. And the third segment, we have purchase organization, where we will have the option, we have the field, like we will have the field under these two categories, purchasing data and partner function. Then it is saying that these could be your vendor account group. So here we have the vendor account group for the raw materials, storage, spares, expense, legal, one time. So one time vendor would be the vendor with whom we will be dealing only for the one time, and we will not create their master record. Why? Because we will be dealing with them only for the one time. But when we need to just see their detail, so what we will do, so for that purpose, what we will be doing, so at the time of posting the entry, at the time of posting the invoice for them, so we'll be recording their name, address, or other relevant information in the document itself. So why we can't create the master record? If we just be creating the master record for the one-time vendors also, so it may take the more space in the system. So the speed of the system may slow. So to avoid it, so or it may also hamper the speed of the system. That is the reason we just create the we will not create the master record for the one-time vendors. Then it is saying that before creating the vendor, what you will do, you will just create the vendor account group, and that account group you will be assigning with the numbering. So this is how we can just give the numbering. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, and the numbering would be from 100,000 to 2999, 300,000 to 3999, 400,000 to 499, and so on and so forth. Now this you will be assigning to a vendor account group. Then it is saying that we can also do a blocking for a vendor. So for example, if you want to block a vendor so that nobody can post the entry for that particular vendor, so we have the blocking option, but here you have to just put the reason why you want to block a particular vendor. So a vendor can be blocked for the posting block and purchasing block. If we do the posting block, so we cannot post any entry, and the purchasing for the purchase of at the time of doing the purchase entry. So that can also be the option we have for the posting and purchasing. So in the case of purchasing block, so if we have just enable or just selected this reason, so the purchase entry cannot be done by the people or the purchase department. Then here it is saying that mark the data for the deletion. So again the same thing, if you want to just remove the old data from the system, so you will just go for first mark for the deletion, and after that you will just archive the master data, then transaction data, and then archive, store, transfer the data from the system to from server to some CD hard disk, and then you can just go for the deletion program. Then one time vendor, as I just shared with you, who would be dealing with your company only for the one time, so we can just use the one time vendors master record to avoid the large number of unnecessary master data, large number of unnecessary master data creation. So here it is saying that we will not be creating the master data for the vendor, we will just be giving their information in the transaction only. Then we have the invoice processing. So we'll be posting different types of invoices, or if the end user would be posting different types of invoices, we should be aware of. So for those invoices, so here it is saying that the business transaction will have the purchase invoice, credit memo, or purchase return. Then we have the down payment, advance given to the vendor, then currency, foreign currency, cancellation and reversal. So these are things we'll see. Again, you have a option of parking, holding, and posting in the system for the account payable document. Then how you will be maintaining the advance entry. So for that we will be maintaining a separate reconciliation account for the advance GL. So for example, if my vendor to my vendor I have just paid the advance, so for that vendor I will just create a normal reconciliation account, and for the advance I will create a special reconciliation account. So whatever the advance will be paying to him, so we'll be recording that advance under the special reconciliation account, and when we want to adjust it against the any invoice, any purchase invoice, we'll just transfer that amount from the special account to the normal account. So once the amount will come to the normal account, so we will be able to clear the entry. So how we will be doing it? So that will be discussed in detail at the time of doing the advance entry. Then here it is saying that how you will find that how many advanced GL transaction we have in the system. So there is a checkbox, we can select the checkbox for the special GL entry. So for a particular vendor or for a set of vendor or for all your vendor, system can show the special GL transaction or the advanced entries. Then here you can also do the reversal for your account payable document also. Then the mass reversal is also available in the account payable. We can also do the mass reversal. Then payment and disbursement. So to our vendor we can do the manual payment and automatic payment we can also do. So we'll just go through both the types of payments, manual and automatic. After that we'll go for the reconciliation. So here there is a flow chart we will just follow. We'll have a scenario. So this is for the automatic payment. So this automatic payment program is also called APP. So what is the activity flow? So here it is saying that, for example, if any request will come from the vendor side for the payment, so first of all what we'll do, we'll just go for the automatic payment run. There is a program we execute, and that program is called automatic payment program or APP. Then under this program, it is saying that what we'll do, we'll just maintain, we'll follow 4 steps we follow. So what are these 4 steps? First, we'll maintain the parameter. Second, we'll just schedule the proposal. Third, we'll just go for the payment, and finally we'll do the printing. So in this flow, in this activity flow, here it is saying that after maintaining the payment, we'll just schedule the proposal. Then proposal list will come. So what is the proposal list? So proposal list is nothing but a list of your vendor to whom you are going to pay the payment, and this proposal will have their payment line item. Then we can edit the proposal, so we can just make the changes. Editing means if you want to change the payment method, if you want to change the bank, so that all these things can also be done in the automatic payment program. Then finally we'll just go for the printing. Once the payment will be done, so there is a payment, schedule the payment. So once the payment step will be done, so we'll just go for the printing, and in the printing we will just get the payment document like the checks and transfers. That printing we can do for these documents. So here it is just showing you there is a process we need to just follow again and again. So first it will just start with the invoice. We will just enter the invoice in the system. Then these invoices will be open or will be maintained as a open item, and these will be analyzed. Basis on that, the payment will be proposed and the payment will just do. And if any need arises, so we can just modify the payment. Then payments are approved finally, and these are paid, and finally the document will be printed. Then it is saying that how many steps we will have in the automatic payment program. So here it is saying that first we will just go for the maintain parameter. So this is the important thing. Actually, automatic payment program steps are asked in the interview also, or in the certification point. It is important. So you need to just remember these steps. So here it is this PPT has 5 steps, but in we need to just remember only 4 steps. So what are these 4 steps? So this editing would be part of your schedule proposal only. So this editing would be part of your schedule proposal only. So first step we have, it is maintain parameter, then schedule proposal, and then under the schedule proposal we have the editing option. Then the third step we can go for the schedule payment, and finally schedule printing or print program. So here it is saying that after doing all these payments, so we'll just see the balance for our vendor, and reconciliation we'll see the line item, and if any open item would be there, so we need to just clear it manually. So here this is how the system will just show you the balance for your vendor. So here let's suppose the balance will be shown by system according to posting period. So for example, if you have purchased with the vendor and the amount is 18,786, and you have done the payment and the amount is 777, so that is the balance amount we have 11,009. Now if you want to find out the breakup for this 11,009, if you just double click on the system will just show you the line item. So here this is how the system will just show you the line item for this 11,009. So here what the system will be showing, system will be showing your purchase line item as well as payment line item. Your purchase as well as payment line item. So that is the reason we can just see system is just showing you the amount in negative and positive. So the net effect we have credit and 11,009, that is the liability we need to just pay. Then we can also see the status for your line item is coming with the red sign, and here there are also some other indicators given above. So for the clear it is green sign. For the overdue, due and not due, we have the different signs. So for the due it is the bell sign. Now what do you mean by due, overdue and not due? So for example, I have a outstanding amount, so that I need to just pay on every first of every month. So for example, if I don't pay on the first, so it gets due on first, and if I don't pay on first, I just pay on 10th or after the 2-3 days, so that will become overdue. That line item will become overdue, that payment will become overdue. And if I just paid before first, So let's suppose 5 days before the due date I have just paid it, so that the system will just show you the status for that line item as not due, not due. So here it is saying that under the periodic processing we have one account, that is the GRIL clearing account, or this account is also called goods received invoice received account, so that we need to just maintain, because there are scenarios where we have received the goods but the invoice with bill has not been received, and bill has been received but the goods have not been received. So we need to just do the clearing every month for this account. Then we need to just do the correspondence with the vendor. We need to just send different types of reports or the information or the letters to the vendor. So it could be the balance confirmation, standard letter, or the account statement, or any other type of letters. Then it is saying that we'll cover the under the reporting, standard reporting, we'll see the line item status. The list we'll just take out for the open line item. Open item means pending entries which have not been cleared. So if you want to find out the status for the open item, so we can just generate the report for the open item. Then the same thing we can do for the clear. Then account list, we can just generate the report for the account balance and vendor evaluation. So under the vendor evaluation, we can just see their line item, open line item according to age. So for example, if you want to see the open line item for a vendor, and these line items are 10 days old, or 20 days, or 100 days old in the system, so accordingly we can just do the aging for your vendor open item. Then okay, so this is how we'll be doing the account payable. So for that account payable, we also have the steps to do. So what are these steps? So here one by one we'll just go through these steps. So here it is saying that first of all, what we'll be doing, we'll be creating the vendor account group, then we'll be giving the number range, and before creating the master, as I just shared with you in the PPT, before creating the vendor master record, we'll be creating the vendor account group. So this is what we are just doing. So here we have just created the vendor account group, and that vendor account group will have the numbering. So that is the reason we'll just give the numbering and then assign that numbering to the vendor account group. Then we will just create some GL also, because if we want to do some entry with the vendor, so the GLs have to be there. So we'll just create some GL. So that could be a raw material consumption account or purchase account, and the second account we can just create as a reconciliation account. Now reconciliation account, what is the reconciliation account? So that is important to know. So here we have two types of account we maintain. One is the sub ledger and another is the main ledger. So sub ledger is also called supporting ledger, in which we do the entry, and reconciliation or the main ledger, where we consider this ledger for the financial, or for the financial statement. We take the balances from this GL, that is called as reconciliation or main GL. Now what is the purpose of the reconciliation account? So here it is saying that it is the control, this is the reconciliation account. Just a minute. Okay, actually this reconciliation account, what is the reconciliation account? So this we will just see tomorrow. Okay, and we will also be doing the practice steps for account payable tomorrow. Hello, hello.
Yes.
Yes, Moses.
Yes,
Are you
Best.
okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. So,
Okay, so Yes, we have just covered the theory part, so we'll just see the account, this reconciliation account tomorrow, and we will also start doing the practice for AP.
Okay.
Jitesh, I have a small question.
Mm-hmm.
So you said for one-time vendors, we don't create any master data or anything, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Do they have any GL accounts and